Increasing cloudiness throughout the morning with a chance of showers later in the morning and into the afternoon and a high of 23 degrees. It's currently 16. I'm Kendra Hamilton. Prime Minister Stephen Harper has voiced some high praise for area MPs and local volunteers during a campaign whistle stop in Belleville. The Prime Minister was introduced to a crowd of about 200 boisterous supporters at Anderson Equipment Sales on Wallbridge Loyalist Road yesterday afternoon by Conservative Bay of Quinte candidate Jody Jenkins. Harper made a point of recognizing the years of service to the area and to the government of Northumberland Quinte West MP Rick Norlock, who is retiring this year. He also told the crowd they can thank Norlock and Prince Edward Hastings MP Daryl Cramp for pursuing federal funding for the Trent Severn Waterways project that came through earlier this year.
I got to tell you, friends, you can thank Rick and you can thank Daryl for that, because they have driven me crazy lobbying for this, so congratulations.
Harper then kept to his campaign message so far this election, namely his government's record on the economy and security versus his opponent's desire to increase taxes and create large permanent deficits. South of the border, James Holmes won't be put to death for killing 12 people and wounding 70 others in a Denver area movie theater 3 years ago. The 12 members of the jury could not all agree that Holmes should be executed, which means he'll be sentenced to life in prison with no parole. It appears 9 jurors favored putting him to death, 1 was against, and 2 sat on the fence. Overseas, a typhoon is barreling toward mainland China after hammering Taiwan with winds of 160 kilometers an hour, the equivalent of a Category 2 hurricane. The storm is to blame for at least 6 deaths in Taiwan, where many trees and power lines were brought down, leaving more than 3 million households in the dark. In local news, staff are recommending that Belleville Council reject a request from the Belleville District Improvement Association to waive parking fees throughout the core while downtown road construction continues. BDIA officials have said businesses need all the help they can get while construction disrupts vehicle and pedestrian traffic on the north part of Front Street, and that free parking will help to draw people downtown. Staff estimate costs associated with free parking will exceed $500,000, and those expenses have not been budgeted for. Council will discuss the issue Monday night at its regular council meeting at 5 p.m. in council chambers at City Hall. Swimmers hoping to cool off this weekend will want to avoid Stokoe Lake in Tweed. Hastings Prince Edward Public Health says water samples taken at Tweed Park earlier this week came back with higher than acceptable levels of E. coli bacteria. All other public beaches tested by the health unit had good results. The price of oil has fallen another 7% since last weekend. It ended the week at $43.87 U.S. a barrel, which is the lowest close in 5 months. Traders say the price is dropping because the supply is up and the demand is down. And it's day 2 of one of the tastiest summer festivals in Belleville. The 9th annual Quinte Rib Fest, hosted by Big Brothers, Big Sisters of Hastings and Prince Edward, kicked off yesterday and will run through to Sunday. Some of the best ribbers in the world are serving up ribs, pulled pork, and chicken. There is also a kids zone, vendor village, and live entertainment. Belleville Mayor Tasso Christopher says the city is proud of the investments they have made in Zwicks Park because it allows these types of events to thrive.
We've got a lot of infrastructure ideas and financial assistance in Zwicks Parks, and it goes to show a good result because we have successful events like the Rib Fest and Canada Day and Waterfront Festival.
The event will start up again this morning at 11:30. Turning to sports, the Para-Pan Am Games officially got underway last night with an opening ceremony, and now it's time for the events to begin. Canada's women's wheelchair basketball team opens up a round-robin play tonight against Guatemala, while the men's squad will face Venezuela. The Toronto Blue Jays have climbed within 3.5 games of the AL East leading Yankees by taking the series opener in the Bronx. Jose Bautista launched a tie-breaking solo homer in the top of the 10th to lift the Jays past the Yankees 2-1. David Price makes his second start in a Jays uniform this afternoon as Toronto takes on New York again at Yankee Stadium. The Red Blacks sit atop the CFL East Division standings after toppling the Alouettes last night, 26-23 at home. Tonight, the Argonauts are finally hosting a CFL game. Toronto welcomes Saskatchewan for its home opener after playing the first 6 weeks of the season on the road because of the Pan Am Games taking over Rogers Centre. And Jim Furyk has a 4-stroke lead entering the 3rd round of the Bridgestone Invitational. The 45-year-old shot back-to-back 66s at Firestone and is 8 under. Weather is next.
Do you think your game is ready for a championship course? Hi, this is Jeff James inviting you to experience Loyalist Golf and Country Club just 2 days before we host the PGA Tour Canada's Great Waterway Classic. On Saturday, August 22nd, for just $60, your day will include warm-up on the range, 18 holes with cart, lunch, and 2 weekday passes to the Great Waterway Classic. 1 day only, Saturday, August 22nd. Call 352-5152 to book your group today or book online anytime at loyalistcc.com.
Weekend weather is brought to you by Lockyer's Country Gardens, just around the roundabout in Picton, where quality grows. Increasing cloudiness throughout the morning with a chance of showers later in the morning and into the afternoon with a high of 23. Tomorrow will be sunny with cloudy periods in the afternoon and a high of 25. And cloudy on Monday with a good chance of showers and a high of 24. It's currently 16 degrees. I'm Kendra Hamilton.